All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Let's go, let's go! Ready? 95-56. Bound to lose one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Breeze on third down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Saints 7, Titans nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Get it.
Our first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter if there's one person or if you spread them across the entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
And the Titans first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one and bring up second down.
Once more on the 2nd and 10. Tannehill He's got Smith here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start. Well, this is intercepted. He's trying to give it to Davis. Picked off at the 20. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And the Saints first down.
Ready.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
54. And what's the blow? Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working
Ready?
pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Check 50.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with the run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing with this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets an 8.
At the 17-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Breeze on the bootleg. He's got the first down and then some. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Let's go. Let's do it.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find the hole, make the catch. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you put some doubt in their minds.
And we'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Titans, nothing.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. 14-0 points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rabbit.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
Throwing on first down. Stevens will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First down, Saints.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 31, check 31.
A former volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze will buy some time right. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they don't able to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Into heavy traffic. and it's intercepted. Picked up down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because of the zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll give right to Collins. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. 58 yards, the distance covered on the punt return. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On 2nd down now, it's Collins. He finds some open field here. A big run there by Collins. 41 yards on the ground.
I think they let this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
At the 34-yard line.
Safe. Recon, 132 fighter. Stay trip.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
I smell fear in that offense. Ready?
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got Thompson here, complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a high score.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think? Yeah. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Tannehill now throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down. He's not a throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Delta.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Mike, 55. Check.
Again, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Folks, Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important.
And got his man complete. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They'll try the right side regardless. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's get off the field.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. Real done for that one.
That happened in your
Stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Kill. Tonight.
Breeze now. And this is Cook with the ground. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that. It's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Come on, let's go. Kill.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check. We're good. I full, ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the free agents, who has some really good regulation sprint speed.
Check 24. Under. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cutler. And he's got this down to the 35. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm trying to collect.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what. whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, they had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Set up. 8, read.
I'll look at him, thanks.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move.
A
Ready.
shotgun snap for Tannehill. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He gets this away, and so wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Ready, break.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fold to make a play in the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill.
Breeze going to throw. He let this thing go for Sanders. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 92 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also show that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
That was a little bit of a video game call. It worked.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
10-2 start.
2nd and 11.
Here we go, team.
At the 40-yard line.
Here I come.
Shoot. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Oh, he catches the 5-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 55 yards.
60 out more.
1st and goal.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's It's on EA Sports.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Check, 47. Watch the run. Now
it's Tannehill. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
5.
Now Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. John Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got to the end zone.
Yeah, just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
They'll keep it on the ground. Huntley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to throw the ball at this rate.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. They will have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. That last catch short the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this one complete to Smith. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Titans. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Back to throw. Stevens. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Not able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down lane.
Now they got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, 5-9. Check Mike 54. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Given 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here. And look at this, it's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on down.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So the line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
We own them. Hey, team 6. Go.
To throw his Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play in the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's Tannehill. Finding Gabriel complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's in inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
90, Wolf.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Tannehill throwing again. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Don't be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Late in the 4th quarter, well, that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the playmaker. And the return will stop right around the 25. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
2 times, 2 times. 3 down, 3 down.
Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done,
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for New Orleans, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.